Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another Fall League Final Fantasy Randomizer race. We're in the process of getting everything set up, so appreciate everybody's patience as we get everything cropped, and our runners are going to be off and going in just about a minute here. I'm Caleb. I'm joined in the booth for the first time ever by Ganon's Gone Wild. How are you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing all right. Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, these shard hunt flags can be a little all over the place. We're working with 30 to 300% everything. So things can be squishy, things can be cheap, things can be expensive, and things can be painful.
Yeah, and open extended progression. So if you get the floater from like the princess or the king, you're just in the air immediately. Or it could be the sky incentive. So who knows?
Absolutely. And you can see we're already off and running. And let's see what our magic holds. Looks like we got Red Learnable Cure 3. No damaging spells, so welcome to the party, folks. We got Lock and Slow 2. Cure 3 and Viz 2, Exit, and Life 2. Everybody that brought a White Mage is going to be real happy. Lord Fizzlebeef down there with just the Red Mage going to be in for a little bit of a bad time, not having access to Invis 2 or Life 2. Life 2 he'll get once he's able to promote, but...
Yeah, the white mage definitely is coming up pretty big here. The black magic wasn't looking so hot. I mean, you did have Lock, which actually can be pretty much a requirement with how high the boss killing is here.
We do get some chain armor +3, which is always good to find with these fighter red mage parties. That chain armor +3 can almost carry us through to the end game if necessary. But Grindy looks like he's already gonna just head off and check out maybe Provoca? No, we're gonna go open Matoya's closet up and see what's in there. Also want to give a shout out to Rojo and Luffy Di Vitali hanging out doing the tracking for us here tonight. So fun crew. All right, in Matoya's cave, the gamble. Opal +5 bracelet.
Wow.
And our first shard in an X-Cal +5. So there's in-game weapon, in-game armor.
Yeah, that's huge for the fighter. Everybody's running a fighter. I'm sure there's some other people running black belts, but yeah, that's huge.
Yeah, that X-Cal +5 solves a lot of problems early on. One of the things with these flags is there is 0 incentive gear. So anything we want, we're going to have to find in a box. And looks like Foolish Feline already through, gets a bottle, and I missed what the king gave us.
Yeah, I didn't see.
But Fizzle gets the opposite of the Opal 5, gets the copper -5.
This is the herb, apparently.
Thank you. Already, shout-outs to our trackers doing the big work for us. They asked us before we started what they're going to be tracking. I was like, I'll probably be fine. Just shards, maybe the key items. This should be fine. Already dropping the ball. Fizzle making quick work of Garland utilizing the hold spell.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta just make do with what you got when you don't get any damage spells at level 1.
But there we go. Level 2 is loaded with Ice 3 and Lightning 3. That's pretty really good.
Yeah, that's not nuke, but it'll get you pretty far.
Oh yeah, and the versatility of having both too is pretty nice. So we feel confident about going into Volcano, going into the Sea Shrine. Earth Cave is even pretty okay with the Ice 3. That'll do some work down there. Maybe not against the undead, but that's why we got the Lightning 3 to back it up. And Foolish, our first runner through the pirates here, gets a canoe.
All right, and not quite the floater, but
yeah, but the plot thickens.
Nice.
So with the early canoe, you have everywhere in the world to go. Where do you go?
Yeah, I mean, it's the classic, like, do I do ice and volcano? Do I do ordeals and waterfall? I mean, I know there's like the floater's always in waterfall meme, so that's probably where I would go first. But yeah. Grandy's still fighting Garland. I guess that Matoya trip took some time. So
Yeah.
who are the which? I just noticed the nameplates are missing in the bottom left and the bottom right. Do you
So
know?
the bottom left is Lord Fizzlebeef. The bottom right is
Okay.
Foolish Feline. We're working on getting. So there was a bit of a snafu with one of the back end systems, so appreciate everybody's patience as we get things kind of filled out. But yeah, Grindy just riding the struggle bus here against Garland and just punching away. So we saw Lord Fizzlebeef and a lot of our other runners take advantage of those cheap, look like scimitars they bought or sabers. But yeah, just the Garland boxing match, it feels bad.
Yeah, I mean, you only need one level to get access to those sweepers, but you do have to get that level somehow.
Mm-hmm. Alright, and now Lord Fizzlebeef's going to head over to Matoya's cave, but not before a quick reset here with the sharks with damage poison.
Ooh, that... yeah, well, at least you know now.
The more you know.
So, what do you think about a marsh or a earth dive here with exit? I know you have opinions about marsh and earth.
I like both those plays. I like them. I mean, I know that there's the ongoing meme about diving early marsh and earth hanging over from spring tournament, but with the scaling the way it is and not having like the best magic in the world, I like going to those places because even with high scaling, those enemies are still going to have pretty low HP, and it's stuff that we can kill. Like you said, every level you get here, you're getting one more charge of those level 2 sweepers. And the more levels we get, the more charges we get that ball rolling, we start getting some momentum behind us, and then we can start financing our magic trip into Elfland. There's a lot of versatility, I think, coming from diving in early dungeon, and I know Marsh and Earth get a bad rap because all the different monster types down there can represent any number of given scripts. But
yeah.
And then there's also like the strategy component of it. Not a lot of people like to do it for that exact reason. So if you go there and you do it, you know,
yeah, the huge payout if it's a floater here. So
and Rube's probably rolling his eyes 3 times in his head was the herb turns into the rod. So,
okay.
Speaking of Earth Cave, it's at least incentivized.
And,
Ice 3.
Which will give you 2 shards, so...
This is true. And we do got Harm 3. That's pretty okay. Harm 3, Lightning 3, we can get some work done on Lich with that.
Did Fizzle see the poison from the sharks there? I don't think
He
has yet.
He did, because he reset on his way to Matoya,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And there's level 3 life going to be locked out to Fizzle as well, in that bottom slot in Red Magic. And did he just sell that Opal 5? My man, he did.
Wow.
He wants
that's
that
bold.
zap. I like the play. That's reminiscent of Minochi 85, veteran runner back in the day, known for selling in-game gear to finance early purchases.
That was +5 though.
I feel you, but maybe he's banking on silver bracelets or gold bracelets rolling high. But it's also, I mean, early money.
Yeah, early money can get you going real fast.
Yeah, you're going to talk about momentum. And he sees that he's not going to get life. Probably feels pretty bad about that. All right, Grindy wrapping up his Provoca shopping. Rube's on his horse. Looks like he's headed to the Marsh Cave. And with like you said, with the early exit, all of these early dungeon dives into the bad places, the scary places of the world feel a little less scary because
Yeah, they're half as scary.
yeah. I mean, if we run into something, as long as provided we get out of the fight. I mean, houses are cheap. We buy like 4 or 5 houses. We hit Marsh Cave. We check the top. If there's nothing there, no shards, no gear, no nothing, we can just reset. You know, you hit the bottom. Whatever you find, you can exit out. Drop a house.
I think it looked like Feline was going to the upper marsh first. I think. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't.
Interesting call.
Yeah, I don't mind this play. I mean, this is something that I'm in the habit of doing because of Spring Tournament. I'm looking for that loose canal, but with these flags, I mean, we got werewolves with Exfer, which is just a little rude. But you can get a taste for what the encounters are gonna look like. You're not committed to these 4 boxes. If you're lucky, one of them is one of the linked boxes on the 2nd floor on your way to the marsh bottom. That if things get real dumb up here, we can catch on the way down.
Yeah, I guess you got exit, so you can also maybe save some of your experience that you get on these fights.
Yeah, there's upside everywhere, as long as we're optimistic.
Looks like Fizzle's also headed towards Marsh.
Yep, and Rube's going to do the linked check plays, which is something that Demon Frog in chat is pointing out. And there's a cabin in our first box on the top side, so not really doing. Here's a linked box, but not the one everybody knows about, as Rubes gets a bridge in a box. It's at the Spark Over box. And so I would probably just reset it here if I were Foolish Feline. Nothing up here was really worth it.
Yeah. I mean, I might exit out just to save a little bit of experience depending on his charges, but yeah, I mean, there's nothing up here.
Yeah, especially with that Silver Helm being in the linked box. But I tell you what, I didn't know that was going to be there until Fizzle checked it. I missed Rubes checking it, but I'm so used to running my backward sprites that when there's those boxes opposite each other, I don't know which one is which anymore.
Ooh, our Ankylos, that is not what you want to see.
But he gets the runoff and gets the
run.
TNT. Yeah.
Is Red Mage still alive?
I hope.
Okay. I would just be out of there. But
it's only the Red Mage.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is... Oh, and they're unrunnable. Okay.
Oh,
so...
Good luck.
Thinking about upsides, we just have to come down and get that box. Maybe check the top right. We don't necessarily...
I believe there was a shard in the bottom somewhere.
I think it was in the room with the 2 boxes.
Yeah.
But Burt Reynolds in chat pointing out that Cheesenator Offstream is also in this race, and earlier in the Discord they were having a discussion about spike tiles, and the RN Kylos being one of the dreaded boxes, the dreaded spike tiles nobody wanted to see, and lo and behold, here they are. Welcome to the party. But Lord Fizzlebeef, our first runner in and out of Marsh, and on his horse, killing Bridge Boss.
Where do you think he's going?
He's gonna turn in that TNT that he got.
Oh, he has TNT. Okay, I think it's not marked.
Sometimes you have to say things out loud, and the tracker's like, "Oh yeah, click that button."
Oh yeah.
Hooray! Got a hooray 3 times to charge up that dwarf's lucky RNG. See if it paid out. And there's a chime.
Oh, okay. It's the first part of the floater in sky puzzle.
Yeah, Sky Cave, really important with these flags. I mean, it is incentivized. More often than not, it's going to be a dud incentive. There are 4 dud locations here. But Oh, and Rube's getting ambushed by those Ankylos and just getting blown up
Yeah, that is
again.
really sad.
So Sky is important not because of the incentive necessarily, but because of all the boxes there and the fact that Tiamat holds 4.
Yeah, you can get like almost 10 shards out of there, so yeah. And obviously lots of good gear.
Yeah, more often than not, there's usually a ton of shards there. So, Fizzle, our first runner on stream to complete that cycle, and Roots looks like he's gonna abandon.
Yeah, he's abandoned. I can't blame him. I would be on tilt right now.
Yeah, so making an adjustment, gonna head to Crescent Lake. Maybe the old men are holding on to the floater, and if that's the case, then hey, why not? Like, we can just come back to Marsh whenever.
Yeah.
Again, we know that it's not the key or the loot, so that chime isn't necessarily required. We can find our shards elsewhere. But unfortunately, just getting bodied on the river system and resets back to Elfland.
It looks like Fizzle's also headed to Crescent.
Dirt cheap crown. So that price bug rears its head.
Yeah, that has to be a bug, right?
Mm-hmm. There's a bug that exists on the live site for the randomizer where the crown will end up in a shop, regardless of the shop. It will end up there for 155 gold, and the loot is the vendor item. It'll be like 65,422 gold or something like that. And there's a bug that links those two together.
Huh.
So, but that is fixed on the beta, so the next major update that won't be an issue anymore. So, level 6 fast, level 6 fade, level 6 cure 4.
Yeah, fast is definitely a spell you want on these flags.
The unfortunate thing about fast and cure 4 is where they fell at level 6, the red wizard won't be able to learn them. So
Fizzle does have 2 black mages though.
Yeah, so the fast is good there, but not losing access to cure 4 kind of feels bad, even though it's level 6 and it's pretty high up. But we're still gonna end up with some charges of that. Alright. Foolish Feline looking into the Earth Cave. Our only runner on stream to go here so far.
Well, that trap tile is not particularly interesting. I haven't seen has Feline gone left yet?
I don't think so.
Yeah, some runners will just check the first floor and chests and trap tiles, so it'll be interesting to see if they go all the way to... I guess you have the rod here, so you're probably going all the way if you bother to come over here.
All right. Where are you going, Rubes? And Fizzle?
Yeah, Fizzle's headed to ice.
It's a bold play, Cotton.
What's his levels looking like? Like 8, 9, 10?
Something like that, yeah. He's got a black mage that hasn't broke 3 digits yet. So
well, hopefully doesn't regret that opal sale.
And there it is. So Roops bought the crown, ran back to Northwest, and gets the required loot.
Yeah, that is one interesting thing about Shard Hunt, is that you really only need, technically, the loot and the key, I believe, right? So everything else is potentially extra, although you kind of do need access to dungeons to collect the shards, but yeah, that is a hard required item.
Yeah, but we do have, we have access to everywhere right now, except Sea Shrine. If Fizzle's the only on-screen runner, they can get into Sky, so But between the volcano, earth cave, ice, ordeals, waterfall, you know, we might be able to get a fair amount of shards from those locations. I've found that more often than not, you can complete these seeds with completely ignoring multiple dungeons.
Yeah. It looks like Feline picked up an ice sword, which is it's a nice find for now until they can promote.
Fizzle checking spike tiles here. Gets ogres and Wizogres and Cerberus.
Yeah, I mean, you might be able to get a level or two here if you feel like it. Looks like he's going to take the fight.
Yeah, I mean, we saw him hit level 10 right before he walked in, so any levels are good levels at this point. Nope. And gets rewarded with a house. Second spike tile, those mucks were pretty scary in Marsh Cave, but they're punching pretty hard, so probably rolled up closer to that 300%. And Feline is out of Earth and looks like he's headed to Waterfall? As Grindy gets his slab, Rubes is going to translate his slab, Fizzle gets another shard.
Do arachnids have anything today? Looks like no. Most likely not.
Ooh, Kaizoku's with Rub though. Got that bad touch on the sea. There's the shark. So Feline's got to be like a little bit tilted here. Just having to reset out of like multiple fights because of nasty scripts feels so bad.
Yeah.
And
yeah, the seas are pretty dangerous today.
Fizzle gets some rock goals. If these things, I mean, Zap is your best friend here.
Yeah, I mean, MDef's not part of the scaling, so Zap can be pretty good.
Yeah, but 3 zaps, we get 2 of them. That's pretty bad zap luck for these guys. Ooh. Fizzle, you should go back and talk to Heradorf a little bit more. He screwed up your RNG.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is a little bit of a problem.
Oh, well,
Yeah, it's
loses a black mage. Oof.
Feline into ordeals. And Rube's working his way through ice, so all sorts of route divergence here.
Yeah, everybody has gone everywhere, so...
And Rube's checking spike tiles. And nothing really to write home about there. Grindy gonna turn in the crown, get his loot. Be excited to see if any of our runners are playing with the fun percent multi-instrumentalist Sarah flag that turns the loot into different instruments. I love that flag. Get a bagpipe seed. It's pretty awesome. Right. Grindy takes down Astos. Level 6 across the board for him. Like that.
That's a little low.
Yeah, that feels... That's a concern for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to really go anywhere right now with those levels. I mean, you really need at least like kind of 2 or 3 more levels, but maybe Grindy goes and does a little bit of a grind somewhere before diving.
Yep, and Fizzle gets a Bane Sword. That's okay.
Yeah. I mean, it could get you through fights against Kraken or Tiamat, so never discount the Bane Sword.
Yeah, it could get you out of a nasty unrunnable. Alright. And trying to get I think Fizzle's up to about 5 shards now. So I think he found 1 down here in Ice Cave, so that doesn't feel like a great return on our time investment here. And
1 or maybe 2, I can't remember. I know definitely 1.
He's up to 7, okay. So he does get a tail, so ice not required. Feline and Grindy both kind of working their way through this pillar maze.
Yeah, without warp, I don't believe they found warp, right?
Mm-mm, no.
Yeah, ordeals can be a bit of a chore.
I would love to see a runner commit to the Earth dive here. We've seen Rubes and Feline come in and leave.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised they left with the rod, but maybe, I mean, Earth is scary, you know, like you said earlier, lots of different enemies, lots of potential for nastiness, so...
So it looks like Rubes got some money and is going to invest in these gold +5 bracelets.
Yeah, those are pretty cheap, to be
Yeah,
honest.
they're about 7 grand. So look, Grindy and Foolish Feline holding hands, getting
Yeah, they're...
Katana and Masa +2.
Ooh, Masa +2, that's a nice find.
Yeah, that's pretty really big. So, and Crystal, so have fun sailing back. It feels kind of bad. But we don't have to check that last spike tile. Feline exits and is on his way. So, but it's not actually, I mean, from here, like, you can sail south and hit
Yeah,
Matoya's river system.
yeah, with the canoe you can go that way, and then you're not too far from waterfall, I suppose.
Yeah. Especially if that crystal turns into like Oxyale. And then in sea or waterfall, if there's a key there, I mean, that's go mode. If C's like loaded to bear with shards, that could be really good. You know, you maybe fill in whatever gaps you have in the volcano or earth cave.
Yeah.
But Rubes is making the play, so his stream's cutting up a little bit, so I had missed anything that he picked up there on Earth too.
Oh, yep, making the dive.
Attaboy. Attaboy, Rubes. Still looking for that floater. It could be in Sky. The ultimate troll.
Yep.
But we have in-game weapons all over the place. Like, we have an Excal +5. We have Oxyale from the Crystal.
Ooh, yeah, that looks like Grindy took your routing advice.
Yep. And then, so we got Excal 5, Masa 2, Katana 1. All we're missing is like a Vorpal like 3 or 4. You know, just to kind of complete the assortment of in-game weapons. Like a Sun 5 or something.
I suppose they have some decent armor for their mages, but I don't... Have they really found anything for the fighters?
I saw like standard opal armor.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I guess you could just throw a gold bracelet on there if you needed to.
So Rubes gets the adamant and exits out. He knows the TNT's in Earth. He knows that it's in Marsh. I wonder if he goes back for Marsh, as Tigers with Squint is just frustrating. Like, you go back to Marsh for the TNT, that way you can at least, everybody take a drink of your water. Grindy doing with the map strats. That way you can get the TNT and you can at least clear dwarves in one go. You know? And we definitely have the firepower levels gear to survive the volatile marsh cave.
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta hope you don't get ambushed again.
Mm-hmm. And we do have a few more levels to help prevent that. Ooh, Gasties.
Ooh, well, they could roll 1,000 HP or 100 HP, and we'll find out.
They've got at least 360. Wizard Stick, Shard, Opal 3, another Shard, and the Cube, Vanilla Cube.
So that is all of Sky being clearable now.
Rubes' Shard his stream hiccuped. He hurrayed on his way out. He's tilted. He's a little excited. I wonder if Adamant turned into Floater. Because it looks like he's on his way to the Ryukon Desert. But we'll see once we get a look at his menu screen. Unless it was just a sarcastic hooray and he accidentally caught like a dud location. The adamant was in the Earth incentive, Demon Frog. Crystal turned into the Oxyale.
The Oxyale, yeah. Looks like Fizzle's taking a stab at Earth here.
Oh. Rubes with one shard, hanging hard. But with the volatility of these flags, anything can happen. And he's sailing away from the desert, so
yeah,
I'm going to go ahead and assume that it was a bust.
Yeah.
So that means our floater is in Sea Shrine or Sky. Yikes.
Yeah, I mean, whoever finds it first, you know, that could be a pretty big advantage. I mean, because it takes a while to full clear both of those dungeons.
Mm-hmm. And Demon Frog in chat calling for Canaria locked floater just to bring them back.
I mean, at that point, you probably don't even need it. Well, yeah, because you'd have the key.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would. Floater not required at that point.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, they really do just need the key because they should have plenty of access to get the shards.
Yep, we've got Chime, we've got Cube, we've got Oxyale. We do have a lot of gear that we want to put on after we promote, if we can promote, but...
Yeah, I mean, it's not super required since you got the +2 Massa, but it would definitely feel nice. And I think, was there any spells that we really wanted to promote for?
There was Life 2
okay.
for the... well, Life 2 was bottom slot of 3, I think.
Oh.
I think Demon Frog is... Oh, it was bottom slot level 1, I believe. So... So yeah, Night Learnable Life 2 is pretty important. And Rubes hitting these Zombles with Lit 3 feels just gross.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see exactly how much damage they're doing, but yeah, the scaling, you know.
Well, no, they're casting lightning.
Oh, they're
3.
casting lightning.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
yeah. The worst scenario.
You don't. We haven't seen any ribbons yet, have we?
No, we have
not. I don't think we have. So that's another item we'd really like to find.
And our tracker with the ominous note that something in the ocean has nuke. It looks like it's the Odd Eyes, so the sea is not the place you want to be.
Yeah, but it looks like we might not get in the air.
It's gonna be a while. Alright. Foolish gets his slab. Grindy makes his way to Onrak. Temper, Black Mage learnable there in the bottom slot. I mean, it's a little out of our price range, but we could definitely buy it. And Wall for the White Mage is pretty good.
Yeah, that is kind of somewhat of a ribbon substitute.
Yeah, I mean, it's high enough level that you'd only get like maybe 2 or 3 charges of it, probably.
Yeah, it's true.
Against Chaos, that can be a lifesaver, especially if like you have a ribbon and you forget to move it over. And it's just like,
I've never done that before.
Did that today. And never been more grateful for Wall. Rubes gets a delicious big worm tile there.
Oh, is he gonna? Okay, bailed out.
Mm-hmm. But he's gonna get the good news about all the beautiful swords here. Just Katana 1, Masa 2. Katana 1 will probably sell really good. Foolish Feline gets his loot, half of the puzzle, and there's the crystal, which we'll know get the Oxio.
Fizzle's checking the TFC Earth chest, looks like.
Yeah, Rubes did skip this box. Soft potion. It's always a soft potion. Oh, 957 gold. Enough money to buy a soft potion.
Yeah, huge value there.
It's never anything when you check it. It's only something when you skip it. So
yeah. Lots of rando.
Especially if you're playing with loose items.
Yeah.
It's always in the box you skipped.
This looks like Randy went into Sea Shrine.
I like it.
Looks like we're going mermaids first.
Yeah, we've got the level 1 exit, and
is this going to be the floater here?
It could be huge. If it is, do you leave and never come back?
I mean, if I felt confident doing Kraken, I would do it, but I'm not sure if he's got quite the equipment to do Kraken right now. But yeah, if I left, I'm probably not coming back.
There's good fighter armor for us, so Grindy gets flame +3.
And a big 1,700 gold in the incentive box, so it looks like something's got to be in Sky.
Or the key. So is it key in Sky to
into the floater?
Or I guess it could just be floater and
floater
Sky
into
and
like bottle or something. Yeah,
slab or bottle.
We're all hoping for the key.
A fair amount of espers there for Grindy. He's up to 7 now.
Yeah, mermaids. Yeah, a lot of. There's like 3 up there. There's at least 2.
Mm-hmm. And we got some questions from chat from Plasticat. Noodle Cat is Foolish Feline, and Shinryu is Lord Fizzlebeef. There's a little bit of a hiccup on the behind the scenes on the SG side where some of the runners' info got dropped. So, and Grindy just trying to get rid of this Ankylo. It's unrunnable Ankylo. Just they're like the worst. Like,
yeah, like they don't even give very good experience, do they? Like they're just terrible.
They're just awful. There's a reason they went extinct. Unlike their wonderful dinosaur counterparts, the Tyros and T-Rexes.
Yeah, I mean those are delicious.
All right. So Fizzle almost through this Earth Cave as Rubes is going to get his cube. And I wonder if Rubes is just like starting to chew at himself like that TNT probably turned into the floater. And just like I put so much distance between myself and because he's checked so many other locations.
Yeah.
That you gotta start like thinking back and just being like, I probably skipped it. I'm way behind now.
Yeah. Looks like is Fizzle the only one with a chime?
Yep. So the chime came from the TNT and Marsh. No one else is. No one else is able to
survive the Arankelos.
Yeah, those ambushing Ranklos were a problem. And Rubes having to walk this out without the white mage being awake, so not the worst thing. If we get the right encounters, we can get some good levels on the way out of here. Waterfall's pretty good for that, but...
Does Rubes have the Massa?
He does.
Okay, so yeah. Rubes is probably fine here.
Yeah. Ice 3 is not going to really do a whole lot against Undead. We're going to want to probably switch our strategies to level 5 Cake. Black Mage learnable.
It's the most excited I've ever heard anyone about Cake.
Have you met Dengu? Our resident baker? Well, actually, he's not our resident baker. That's Zenobian. Dengu is just our resident cake eater. He just loves it. All right, so you blink and you miss it. Fizzle's got 9
Two more
shards.
Yeah.
And oh no, he got hung up on that unrunnable troll and bullfight. So here come the zaps. Swing from the sword, doesn't do much.
Yeah, I like the zap stress.
Yep, just as effective as Cake. And Lich is thrown into the little Pop-Tart in the microwave.
Yeah, Fizzle's got some pretty good levels there too.
And he's up to 11 shards now. So that's pretty good.
Looks like Rendy and Feline are both making the Earthplay at the same time here.
And I'm betting Rubes is going to go down, do Matoya, and wait, no one left.
Rubes just ran into the eyes on the sea. Didn't get nuked though.
So this is one of those things where sailing can be a pain in the butt. So if you're leaving Onrak, you can just sail south and east, and that'll kind of get you right near the Templafines and Matoya peninsulas. But he went west and south, so it's still got him there, but he's gonna have a little bit of a walk now too. And we got confirmation that the adamant turned into a shard. So
well, I mean that's something.
It's better than a pile of gold.
Yeah. Fizzle doesn't look like he's got the oxtail, so I guess this is just where was the oxtail again? It was the crystal, yeah.
So
yeah, it's just a waterfall dive then.
Life Reboot joining us in chat, asking for a recap. We found from the King and Princess the bottle and herb. We didn't have any level 1 damaging magic, so we had to do it the old-fashioned way and stab Garland or punch him if we were Grundy. Bicky gave us the canoe, and that kind of started the whole route divergence. And as of right now, 41 minutes, 43 seconds, no one has found the floater. We have seen every incentive location except Sky Cave. So, Sky, what we're hoping for, the Sky is a key that takes us all the way back to Canaria for a floater. But we do have slab and bottle, so key could be behind one of those. But the crown was for sale in Crescent Lake. The crown turned into the loot. The Crescent Lakes gave us the sages gave us the slab. Within Ordeals, we had a Masa 2, a Katana 1, and Crystal, which led to Oxiale. Within the Marsh Cave, we had TNT that gave us a chime, and in Earth Cave, there was Adamant that gave us a shard. Enemies are pretty bad. We found a couple good grind tiles in Gasties and Worms, but Fizzle's trying to kill them, but they're not going down. And
yeah, there's rock goals somewhere as well. I think in Volcano.
Mm-hmm. No, it was in the ice cave in the
ice
pack.
Yeah.
Rube's heading to ice. And ice cave had the tail within it, so.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see, if the key is in Sky, who goes and promotes. I don't know. Do they have temper?
The black mages will have temper. It was slot 2, level 6.
Okay.
And Foolish Feline trying to take down Lich the old-fashioned way with damage and harm spells, and gonna switch up. Yeah,
that's a big hit.
Yeah, swinging that Masa is gonna cut up Lich pretty good. Fizzle gets his vanilla cube, and Lich is cut into pieces. So it's another 2 orbs, and that looks like 8 for Foolish Feline for orbs. Procate -4. I missed that on everybody else that came down to that sort of Earth Cave Armory.
Yeah, it's kind of. I mean, it's whatever. -4.
It's something though.
It is something.
And Grindy taking the scenic route through the top of Earth, skipping those bottom 3 boxes.
I respect the skipping of those boxes. I hate going down there. I just want to get out of Earth when I'm this deep.
And I don't think that we saw any espers down there, so not necessarily a bad skip either. Alright. Rubes hits the drop down floor. Fizzle's gonna go get his sword, bonanza, and ordeals. Probably get distracted by those worms. I wonder if he gets the masa and goes back and tries to see. Because that is number 1 on his top 10 list of XP tiles, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, with the scaling, like they could be just totally impossible or the freest grind. I don't feel like I saw anybody really try too hard on the worms. I think people just wanted to get out. Everyone else was kind of lower level when they came through here, so I don't blame them.
We're checking all the spike tiles. Find some purple wolves as Grindy finds Lich, and Rubes goes to the drop down. And Feline's going to head over to Ice Cave as well. And it's about to be big think time.
It looks like everyone's kind of last looking in the sky here.
It's a shame because all through a spring tournament and this year, last year is always sky, sky, sky. And Fizzle was one of those big proponents of that. And he's got Chime and Cube and he's putting it off.
Yeah, I mean, with Shard Hunt, it's like, I feel, there's just so many shards there. But, he's going to get the Massa here, so that's definitely a huge pickup.
And Grindy with a solid 11 shards now as well, coming out of the Earth Cave.
Yeah, that's starting to catch up to Fizzle.
Mm-hmm. And Crab Cakes, the resident Sky ambassador, Bane sword shaming Fizzle into like, why didn't you go to Sky? I feel you, CC. Alright. Grindy gonna get his free Esper. That'll give him up to 13. Or I'm sorry, that'll come to 12. Counting's hard.
Yeah, everybody actually, besides Fizzle, really just needs to go back to those Arankelos in Marsh.
Yeah.
But I could see why that's at the bottom of everybody's list of places to go.
And unrunnable rock goals, and we don't have level 3 zap on our Black Mage. So,
well, he's got Massa, right?
He's got Massa, so he can get through this. It'll just be a little slow. We can see him taking some utility turns, getting Fog 2, firing off Cure 3, staying alive. Fizzle through the Pillar Maze. Feline onto the Ice Cave Armory floor.
Yeah, wiping in ice feels just so bad. It takes so long just to get down here.
Such a huge startup cost, basically, to... It's a lot of time spent.
Oh, there was a Esper behind that tile. Both Espers were behind tiles. Oh, looks like Fizzle's at least attempting the worms.
Yep.
Oh, they're dying. That's not bad.
His levels are looking pretty good now, too. Up to level 19, 20 across the board.
Oh, not gonna grind it though.
We might reconsider soon.
Yeah.
Now that he's got a grown-up sword. And Rubes gets his tail and is just like, it was the TNT in Marsh. And he's like, it's just going to be
this whole time.
Full tilt when we get back to Marsh and get the TNT and get a chime and just be like, oh my god, it's in Sky. Like, and I could have been, you know, like it's one of those things where, at least for me, like you start getting in your head about where you could have gone and how you could have routed it better, and you start making more and more poorer decisions. For me, anyway, where like,
oh, I'm familiar with this.
Yeah, it's like I have to catch up now, so I have to play faster and looser. And I'm wiping. I'm taking encounters, and every fight just is more and more. It's a slippery slope. Hopefully, Rubes doesn't succumb to that. And Fizzle, did we warp? Wait, did he leave? Go back through the pillar base to get through these worms.
I feel like he did. Which, you know, you got exit, so you can get out quick. You remember the pillar maze probably takes like 30 seconds to get back here. So.
Demon pointing out that he warped to the steps, so Fizzle's gonna be playing with some worms. And they've got, it looks like around 300 HP. So
yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, they're going down a couple ice 3s, so.
How high would you go here? I mean, like on these flags, it's like so crazy. You just don't know.
It seems like he's foregoing promotion.
Yeah.
By taking the grind now. So probably like mid 20s, at least 24 on that fighter with the Masa to get that 5th hit.
The worms aren't even hitting too hard.
Because at this point, I mean, we still need a key, so that floater might be required.
Yeah.
So,
what's left? The bottle and the slab. Yeah. Okay.
And we found 2 of the duds, I want to say.
Yeah, I know we found the shard, and then I think money and C.
Yeah, so the money in C and the shard from the adamant. Wappy in chat calling for a black belt. I think black belt's a trap in these flags.
I mean, if the weapons roll low, then you love having a black belt, but with the +2 Massa, +5 XCal, like, I mean,
the odds are like one of the swords is going to be. I mean, of course, like Wappy said, I got second with a black belt, so of course. Fast runners can do well with any sort of party comp, I think, and if a seed shakes out any sort of way, a black belt can do well. I think 9 times out of 10, though, black belt is a trap with the way the XP scales in this and how many boxes you have to open. Like, I almost am a fan of double fighter with these flags.
Some people I've seen do fighter and black belt. Just hedge.
That's spooky. But the double fighter, I mean, you always find enough gear for more than one of them.
Oh wow, are they dying to? Oh,
they are dying to quad X. So. All right, Rubes is going to continue his whammy tour and get the dud out of the Sea Shrine.
Nobody has gone for Kraken yet, so.
And it looked like his levels, he was around 17, so pretty okay.
Yeah.
But still only really rocking the first 2 levels of magic makes it a little more scary. But Grindy gonna get a whole bunch of shards right here. I think there was 3 in this room.
Looks like Grindy does not have Zap. But with the masses would be pretty doable.
Alright, Fizzle finished his grind. And on his horse, I wonder if we're just heading to Sky.
I don't think he's got anywhere else to go.
Yep. Well, he's gonna go turn in that crystal, and then he's got a decision to make.
Yeah, actually. Go get the dud out of sea. I guess Sky is closer to Matoya, right? So
Yeah.
probably going there. Well, Appy pointing out that Fizzle's over leveling, unless he's foregoing life 2. So yeah, I mean, I kind of made that mistake on these flags. I over leveled, and then I was like, uh-oh, I'm not gonna have life 2 unless I grind like another 4 levels.
Yeah, or get lucky and catch like Warmech on the bridge.
Yeah.
Alright. Rubes up to 10 shards. Trying to see what everybody else is at. Fizzle gonna go resupply items in Canaria after getting his Oxyale. Which means he might be going to Sky. And it looks like Rubes is headed back to Elfland, which is good because we need to pick up the level 3 and 4 magic and head back to Marsh.
Feline maybe trying to grind these Gasties here?
Yeah.
I don't know if we saw how much HP they have. I think it was a fair amount.
Yeah, they're pretty high. But I guess they're not too scary, and he's getting... Yeah, so Luffy, our tracker, pointing out that they've got more than 800 HP, so that's not viable.
Yeah. Oh. Looks like we're gonna take the Tyro fight here on Fizzle's screen. One-shots it.
High-level fighter with the Masa. One-shot most things. And levels for days. Still need a good amount of shards, though.
Yeah, you're gonna get a lot of shards here, most likely.
I mean, unless they're all in Volcano.
Oh, that's true. We have not seen... Has anybody even gone to the armory?
Nope. And there's probably a ribbon there. There's probably a
you don't have a ribbon. Or no power gauntlet. Yeah.
No, none of that wonderful in-game luxury items.
Was Invis 2? I think it was White Mage locked at level 1, right?
I think so.
Yeah, so Fizzle won't have Invis 2.
Alright, Rube's going for retribution here on the RN Kylos. Still ambush. But we've got enough armor and stuff to survive their attacks. Fizzle gets another pro ring here. And a white shirt, and there's our second shard out of Mirage.
Yeah, the white shirt is really nice with no Invis 2 or defense sword. Like, you really want some kind of evade going into Topher.
There's our third, and there's our first ribbon. Ribbon +4. Ooh. Right? It's pretty good.
The Sky play is paying out pretty big.
And I like the exit and save instead of just walking out of this room and walking back around. And there's Feline getting his TNT.
Yep, Rube's getting the chime.
Heads up play there for Feline. Remembering that bridge was there, that's at least another...
experience?
Mm-hmm. Any item that gives you a little jingle will be experience. Alright, and Grindy on his way down to get his Aryan Kylo revenge. Picks up his 5% bridge. The ambush rate on them is so high.
Yeah, I mean, this is a terrible tile. Is it fair to call that chest in Sky the single chest on that Sky 1 like TFC Sky?
The vanilla Bane sword box.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's if there's a box I'm not going to open in Sky, it's usually that one.
Yeah, I usually skip that. It's just there's so many like bad men and nasty things on this floor, but Medusas are nice.
Alright, Rube's back in Crescent Lake. What are we in Crescent Lake for?
Spells maybe?
Oh, looks like we're picking up pro rings.
Okay.
So he's gonna feel a little bad when he gets to Mirage and finds all these pro rings he just bought. And there's the defense sword, so Sky paying out. Defense +2 at that.
Yeah, I mean, at this point it feels in pretty good shape for Topher. Probably doesn't even really feel like promoting, maybe.
Rube's up to 12 shards now, so looking at level 6 magic.
Alright, well, we're gonna find out what's on Sky 2 shortly. Is it the key?
Well, I think key is the what we would want to see, because then we're just floaterless if we're fizzle. And once we get shards, we just I think all 3 pro rings were here in Mirage Sky. And there's the damage poison. In case you forgot how nasty C was, here's some damage poison sharks, Rubes.
Looks like I think everybody's hauling it to Sky right now.
It's the bottom of the train, unless we want to do a Sharknado floor, and there it is, our floater in Sky. So get those guesses in chat. Is it going to be Lefane or the bottle that has the required key? I hope it's Lefane, because that way they're going to do bottle first.
Always hoping for the worst.
Sure. These are the kind of seeds that I always have to practice, so it's always just fun seeing other people suffer with stuff that I usually have to see alone.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about these flags, though. Like, floater could be first item or could be your last item.
And when you get it off the king, you almost like don't know how to react. Like, wait,
like, where'd I go?
What? I have too many options.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go to Cardia and figure out what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And Burt Reynolds sharing that it's never king with the loot, Sarah with the key. I've had king or princess with the key, and then the loot in Canaria key lock, so that was pretty good. But I think that seed I ended up throwing away anyway because the Topher was terrible.
Looks like Luke's T-Rex encounter here.
Oh, must be unrunnable.
Massive not hit very hard there.
Yeah. Alright, everybody dive in Sky Cave. Everybody should be around the same shard count as well. Because nobody went Sharknado side or Kraken side, so
Yeah, I think everyone's pretty much done the same stuff more or less.
yeah, everyone's opened the same boxes.
I'm not sure if everybody went. Yeah, Rubes didn't.
Wow.
Rubes didn't go all the way to Lich, so
That's true. I think there were 2 in the Earth Cave Armory. He's up to 13. It looks like Fizzle's up to 24, so this Tia kill will put him at 28.
Yep, just gotta go get that key.
Yep. Classic gamer asking for where the Vorpal is. It's probably key locked or in Kraken side. And I do want to remind everybody we are running on a 10-minute delay, so as runners finish on stream, we'll let you know if anybody has finished ahead of them.
Looks like, okay, Fizzle had a pretty good run there on the bridge.
Alright, Tia, what we got? Throwing some invis. Thinking about our life choices. Rubes gets his white shirt. Ice 2, little chip damage here. Looks like he did not buy that level 6 temper yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably pretty expensive for when he was there earlier. But plus 2 massa, you know, you get some crits. That should be still doing pretty decent damage. I think he's got Bane Sword too, so...
Yeah, everybody should have the Bane Sword from Ice Cave.
Yeah, Tiamat seems to have quite a bit of armor here.
But she's not doing a whole lot of punching as Feline gets his floater. Going for the Quad X. And effective. So this Tiamat could have 3,008. Could have like what, 3,000 HP?
Yeah, I think technically the max roll.
Yeah, so could take a while with Ice 2.
That's a lot of Ice 2s. Maybe the Bane Sword was the way to go here.
Maybe. Classic gamer.
Yeah, 300 to 3,000. That's a very reasonable range for a boss.
It's a very tight range.
Yeah, yeah.
Because Brittany gets his floater. More Ice 2s. Throwing ice cubes at the Queen of the Dragons herself, and it's not really doing a whole lot. Probably have better luck with Zap than Ice 2.
Well, looks like Grundy is opting to just bail after he picked up the floater.
Yeah, he will miss out on that second ribbon. Yeah, there's a handful more shards up there too, but if he makes a play for the Volcano Armory and maybe finds like a fighter tile or something there. You promote. I mean, he's going to be our first runner in the air. And Tia takes out a black mage for throwing ice cubes at her. And Quad X still not enough.
This fight is still going, huh? This is a tanky Tiamat too.
So we're looking at, and there it is, 514 damage. As Fizzle gets his 28th shard and hits
Well,
shard go mode. Like, we still need a key.
still need the key.
So at 1 hour 9 minutes, Grindy, our first runner, into the air, and immediately heads the long way around the map. You could have just... Where are we going, Grindy? Oh, we're gonna go to promote. Okay.
I mean, it makes sense. You know, you want to promote before you. I'm probably going to do another grind, so you get some life 2 casts on the night. Oh yeah, and there's could be more espers here in Cardia.
And there's Rubes with his floater as Fizzle prepares to lift, as Feline also looks like he got out after finishing the boxes but did not go for the Tia kill, and he's 1 shard away. Sailing up the wrong way, buddy. Yep, you're in the little the little bay there. And Sarda, that's right. Forgot about Sarda.
Sarda. Oh, well, didn't matter.
Sarda with a dud. And I don't think Grindy's found a whole lot of espers here in Cardia.
Yeah, this is not
He's
been...
still hanging hard at 16. A big shout out to the Ballfather with the Twitch Prime subscription. Folks at SpeedGaming appreciate that, I'm sure. As Grindy promotes and joins Fizzle in the promoted Light Warriors Club. Rubes looks like he's going to do the full clear of Sky. I wonder if we'll skip the Tia kill for him too. Fizzle parks his ship on top of Melmond. Those poor people.
Yeah. Did he translate his slab earlier? Or he's just here for magic, I suppose.
Yeah, maybe both. It's not a bad way to kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah.
And Rubes just... The good luck continues with all these unrunnable encounters. There's our first look at Warp at level 7 in Gaia. There's level 7 Rubes.
I'm not too mad about these unrunnable raw goals. I mean, they're at least decent experience, and looks like maybe you could use a few more levels here.
Yeah. As now Foolish Feline commences his Cardia dive, gets a Sun -5, which just resets out. And the Bottle Fairy gonna be...
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Oh, man.
Wait, so where's our Ruby? It's tight.
It's key locked?
Yeah, okay. There you go. And there's So Foolish Feline now in Shard Go mode as well. Rube's getting closer, 6 shards away, so he's at 22.
Yeah, Tiamat will put him at 26, so he's a couple more. Yeah, I think it's literally the Lich that the 2 he's short compared to everyone else.
And Rubes, he does leave, forgoes the Tiamat fight, figures he can probably find the shards he needs in Volcano or something.
Yeah, I mean, carries 2 shards and not nearly as scary as Tiamat 1, and yeah, I could see the argument there.
All right, Fizzle makes his walk of shame as he high fives Grindy in the forest on his way back from his walk of shame. And Fizzle getting body blocked by the Lefenians. Congratulations, Fizzle, you got your key.
So do you pick up the ruby here just out of spite?
Level 8 nuke. Let's go.
Oh, what a nice seed. I mean,
yeah.
You got 2 black mages. Might as well.
He's got the levels on him.
Yeah.
As Fizzle's gonna high five Foolish Feline. Alright, tag it. This is a good game, good game. The baseball thing.
The Fane relay race here.
I hope that it doesn't look like Rubes is gonna get there in time, but it would be amazing if Feline got to walk past Rubes and it's just a parade. Alright, there's Feline's key. Rubes flying up. Wonder if he just does. If he does Mirage first, we'll get overlap, which would be awesome. And a fair amount of shards it looks like here in the Volcano Armory.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised nobody checked this earlier because everybody did ice. It's not bad to. It doesn't take too long to stop by and just do a quick armory scan.
Especially with level 1 exit, and Infizzle goes at 1:16:26. Our first runner on stream to enter the Temple of Fiends Revisited.
Did you see? I guess he can't really have any life 2 charges in the night because I don't think he's got any levels. So I guess it's got to keep that red mage alive.
Yeah. Bold strategy keeping red mage in the second slot too.
Yeah.
Whiz vamps with Invis too.
Yeah. Anytime any mob rolls like slow and Viz 2, it's just so annoying. Sit there and wait.
Or when they have just like Arsa Hags with heal 2.
Yeah.
I guess Harsa Hags with Invis 2 would be like if we didn't have like Lit or Lit 2 or something like that. That could be pretty bad.
Yeah. So they got Fizzle has 2 ribbons. I think most people have 2 ribbons. I think Grendy only has the 1 because he left early. Looks like something had stone.
Oh, yeah, something in the ice cave with stone touch. As here we go, Lich 2. Oh, Lich 2. Nuclear.
That's okay. Wow, that was a high roll on that black mage.
Lich 2 trying not to be a speed bump this time. And Davis in chat pointing out it was the Frosties with Stone Touch, so that's something we got to watch out for in Temple of Fiends as well.
Fizzle a little low on heal potions. Does he have? I think he got heal 3 maybe on the red mage.
Yeah. All right, carry 2. Open up with a fast. Fast. All right, so we're splitting Excal and Masa up. Looks like.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty smart strat.
Yeah, get double melee going. And we're into waiting and quad Xing, and down goes the Life 2 caster for Lord Fizzlebeef.
Ooh,
Let's see
man.
if Hit and his Black Mage buddies can get it done, but Red Mage in the second slot can be spooky.
Yeah, those black mages go down so easily too. So I mean, good luck to Fizzle.
Yeah, and this is it looks like Grindy did pick up his Spite Ruby.
Well done. Oh, it's still looking for shards. So
sure, I mean it's experience, and Rube's getting body blocked by the Lefinians as well. Gets his Spite key, and still 6 shards away as Fizzle hits Kraken 2. And Feline grinding the rock goals, so. Oh! And there's a reset. Kraken 2 blew up the knight.
Yeah, well, it looked like the knight only had like 400 HP or something there, so yeah, that was like an information dive there.
Yeah, the knight got blown up for like 800 though, so that's through that opal armor he has.
Yeah, that's pretty. He's got the defense sword and white shirt out of Sky, so.
Yeah, I think he's opting for speed and power. Alright, so that leaves the door open for another runner to kind of close the gap here.
Yeah, I mean, Rubes must be pretty close, and they only need like 2 shards, right?
Okay, well, he needs, Rubes needs 6.
Oh, okay, 6. Yeah, oh yeah, 6.
Grindy's like halfway there. So Grindy will get the rest as he climbs the tower. He'll get a good amount on those last few sky floors he skipped.
Yeah, the other runners I'd also think maybe need to do a bit of a grind. I think Rube's levels is like okay.
He's like 22, I think.
Yeah.
Coming back for that cake. I mean, Zap is just as good, in my opinion. Zap is just as good on Lich 2 as Cake is. So.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Which one's more of the meme, though?
I mean, Cake has a storied history, but I'm a big fan of Zap. Zap doesn't get enough love
Zap is like the scariest spell when used against you, and the most useless spell when used against like anything.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna get the Dwarven Armory. Yeah, that spell Zap guy is pretty alright too.
Oh, 1 shard in the armory looks like.
I think Rubes is going to ask me to no longer be on the Tuesday cruise. Alright, so yeah, the confirmation Invis 2 was White Mage locked. But Knight with Cure 3 is pretty good too. Like, it's no Cure 4, but he'll get the job done. And Rube's going to pick up his Spite Ruby as Carry 2 blows up Fizzle's Black Wizard, but not before we take out Carry ourselves, so Red Wizard survives. Spite Ruby. Are you happy now? You have everything.
Yep, this is my 100% badge.
Is he gonna feed the Titan? No, we're gonna do Keylog TOF. It's Grogers and Ogres.
Yeah, not quite what you're looking for
Power?
experience at least. But I guess he's doing this for shards still. Alright, well, we got Kraken round 2 coming up shortly. Oh, unrunnable Naga water pack. Oh, they have like no HP though.
Yeah. This is another one of Fizzle's favorite grinds, but... Alright, we're gonna see Northwest Armory. So if Roops finds a power gauntlet, or maybe the third ribbon, that could be really good too.
Yeah.
But doesn't look like it. Missed what was in that middle box, but... But here we go, Kraken 2, putting all the black mages up front. I hear Kraken 2's got HP sometimes. I think Kraken 2 had like maybe 300 HP.
Wow. Yep.
So
great flags, by the way.
Let's talk about variability.
Yeah. Turn 1 tornado hits the red mage for a pretty big shot there.
Tia came equipped with some HP today, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's over vanilla, so there's at least that. Classic gamer calling for Fizzle if he wipes here to just quad X Kraken 2.
Quad X. That shouldn't be allowed.
Yeah, it's rare that Kraken 2 is quad Xable.
Alright, well, got through on the Chaos.
Alright, let's see what Chaos is gonna do. What are we gonna do? We're gonna open up with a fast, open up with some lock twos, open up with a defense sword, and single target invis. Good turn order so far. The black mages all do what they have to do before they get punched out. Chaos does chaos things and just punches back row first. We're gonna keep going with the lock twos, another defense sword, another invis two. I'm sorry, another single target invis. This should get the knight up to evasion cap. And right there, 6 stacks of evasion will get it done. So now we're just going to keep dumping locks. And we're going to start swinging and cure 3. Keep that red mage alive, able to heal. Down goes Nuke. 10 hits for 247. Oh, we're going to need... Yeah, that's a lot of absorb.
Yeah, well, Chaos could have like 1500 HP or 6000, so...
This is true. And down goes Nuke 2. As Roops checking Kraken side. 10 hits, 43 damage. Uh-oh. Ice 3 for 65. We're going to fire a Fade. Lightning 2 puts Fade in a very precarious situation. 10 hits, 182. And it's man mode time. 10 hits, 118. Hold A and pray. 10 hits, 52. 9 hits, 9 damage. We're going backwards. Must swing harder.
Well, we could be here for a while.
And Roops finds a third ribbon on the Sharknado floor. As Grindy going back for Tiamat. 10 hits, 243. So Chaos, not a whole lot of health. Lord Fizzleby, first place on stream with an official time of 128.32. Our first place runner on stream, our first place finisher in the race, Cheeseinator, with an official time of 1:15:42. So cheese,
Let's go,
balloon
cheese fries.
like Team Cheese Fries showing up today. GG's to Cheese and to Lord Fizzlebeef. See if we can get Lord Fizzlebeef to come in here and talk to us. I'm going to make sure that he gets an invite. And did looks like Roops found
Iron goals.
Hi.
Brendy's gonna get one shard here out of the dwarf blocks. So Kraken would put Rubes to enough shards here, so I have to imagine he's gonna go there. Anyway, GG, Fizzle.
Allow.
How's it going, man?
That Kraken, huh?
That Kraken was just a roller coaster of emotions. It's like Kraken does what Kraken does, just bullseyes the one thing I wanted to carry through that fight, or even get through the fight, the stupid night. So I come back, get all prepared, get ready to just like bull rush it down, and I don't even get rolling yet, and the thing falls over. It's just like, huh? Wait, did I miss a turn somewhere?
Yeah, he had like 300 HP. I mean, could have quad X maybe.
Potentially.
So yeah, go ahead, Gannon.
Thoughts on the floater location?
Deep in my cold, dead heart, I knew it was there. But there was, like, the efficiency of routing everything prior to getting there just made sense.
Yeah, no, I see that. But yeah, it feels bad. I mean, almost a floaterless seed.
Nearly. I was actually super happy that the floater was required, because it meant that all that time and effort spent getting the dumb flying hot dog meant that it wasn't wasted. Like, he wasn't somewhere stupid I could have gotten to, like with a ruby I missed somewhere that would have led to Sardo, who was holding the key or something like that.
Yeah.
Because then I would have felt really behind.
Alright. Foolish Feline still wrapping up some... I guess we're just looking for a little bit more safety, security. Because he's been in go mode for a while now. I think he needed one more shard, so there he goes. Alright, and Rube's taking on Kraken too, trying to get his go mode for shards. So, was there... Crabcake's Bane Sword shamed you, Fizzle.
What? What'd I do?
Well, you had the Bane Sword early, and there's Rube's go mode, and you didn't go to Sky.
I didn't have the cube. It took forever to get the cube.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you had the cube and you didn't...
Oh, I had to stop at Ordeals on the way, that's true, but like it's on the way, and then I got the crystal, so I have to turn that in, stuff kept piling up.
So why no Bane Sword on Tiamat? Because Tiamat 1 felt like it took like an hour and a half to fight.
I was really gambling on just like burning it down, and
Yeah.
it was at the point where I was really, really concerned that if I flipped to Bane strats, like, Bane was never going to go, and I was just going to get chipped down, because I had that in a practice run, and I didn't want to repeat that.
And it looks like Rubes is heading back into the waterfall to grind Gasties. We know that the grind to grind was the Ordeal's worms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Gasties had like 800 HP.
Yeah, the Gasties had way too much health.
So when you found the Massa in Ordeals, at that point were you thinking like, Okay, I'm not even gonna bother promoting, or were you still like hoping to find the floater and go promote and all that?
So I like my black mages, but the black mage only makes sense if you actually get the magic that it can handle that you need. If I was only down nuke, I would have gone for it. If I was only down temper, I would have gone for it. Being down both, hey, no, I have to promote to get at least one of those.
Grindy checking out his item screen here. Wonder if he had to step away for a bio break or something.
Cheese Nader in chat. GG.
Oh wow, yeah, the easy worms to 32 on black belt and red mage. Yeah, I see that.
Alright, Foolish Feline on to Lich 2. He's gonna throw out some cakes. Big swing from the X-Cow for only 111. But first turn cake, let's go.
Yeah, I actually think the Insta spells are a little underrated on these flags just because of how high HP everything can roll.
Yeah, absolutely. Alright, Foolish Feline gonna take on Carry. Gonna
Don't
go
let
fast.
the white caster get slapped.
He's got 2 life, 2 casters. He'll be alright.
What is this 2 life casters? I don't understand.
White Mage was really good this seed.
I continue to not understand.
The White Mage was really good, meaning.
Is that like a 6th class or something?
And the White Mage carries Noodle or Foolish Feline through. A question from chat from Thunder. Oh, did nobody else wipe to nuke Lich 2? We haven't. We've only seen 2 runners now hit Lich 2 so far.
I didn't see the nuke, but I saw the nuclear.
Yeah.
Yeah, was that first turn nuclear? I think you saw.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Foolish Feline. Let's see if he goes aggressive here, he's going to be rewarded. If he goes defensive on Kraken, that could be a problem. This Kraken 2's got like 100 HP. You just throw an Ice 3 at it, it'll probably die.
Yeah, it's also maximum power. Like,
Oh yeah,
direct shot to full health knight took it out. So
Grindy gets Validation Black Shirt as Rubes comes into Topher. So that's a nice combo there. Black Shirt with fires here. If the fires rolled low. And there it is. So, GG's Feline. That Kraken too, though. Alright. Tia 2, a little bit different story though, as Grindy takes the fire grind. Probably joke here about playing with fire. So Fizzle, and I think the biggest tale, at least of the restream race, was your ability to get in and out of marsh on your first dive. The ambush happy RN Kylos on the spike tile bounced everyone else out at least once, sometimes twice.
yeah, if they were ambush, I can see that because yeah.
Yeah. And I think even you were ambushed, but you only caught 1. Everybody
Right.
else was catching 2 to 4.
Right.
So, you definitely got the luck of the draw there. But
Yeah, I think everybody else just left and had to
Yeah.
come back for it like an hour later.
yeah. All right, Foolish Feline already through Tia 2 onto Chaos, keeping the X-Cal on the Knight, moving the Masa to the Red Mage. We're gonna go tank and melee DPS with the Red Mage, maybe? Figuring out what we're gonna do. We're gonna use Saber. I like it. Chaos punches nuke. We're getting some bad news about that. Not a lot of evasion, but a whole lot of absorb for this Chaos here.
Yeah, it's really
Foolish.
not good. 9 hits, 9 damage. I didn't like it.
And as Rubes takes on Lich 2, and there's the opening nuke, and down goes the Red Wizard and Black Wizard. So there you go, Thunder. Alright, and locks continue to pour in. Not really gonna do a whole lot. The Chaos not very evasive, and down goes Fight. So all our hopes and dreams onto this Red Wizard with Masa.
Oh, that was a big hit.
Heal 3's coming in. More locks. Another Saber. Another Invis 2.
Honestly, with Saber, like, this was probably better than trying to buff the Knight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially considering we never found a power gauntlet. And 6 hits, 239, that's pretty good, but White Mage just got cracked in the jaw. I do not like these HP totals. We did not see the full complement of Chaos' spell list, and if there's a nuke or a nuclear lumen in that skill list, this could be pretty bad. Invis 2 is going to get us up outside of physical attack threat, but nuke onto his last temper, so pretty okay time for him to go. Would have liked to see him get the cast off first. 6 hits, 439. Cure 4 comes in, and Red's fine. Cure 4 onto the White Mage. Our utility survives. 6 hits, 534. We're starting to do work now, but we're going to just keep piling up in Viz 2s. I'm pretty sure we hit evasion cap a while ago. 6 hits, 276. Doing some damage now, especially compared to what Fizzle was able to get to. Saber kind of paying off for the Red Wizard. Fade for 113, and heal is almost out of stuff to do. A couple more fades left. Fade for 230 takes it down, so Foolish Feline finishes with official time of 141.10 seconds. Get those GGs in chat. That's good enough for a 5th place finish. Finishing in 3rd, you've seen him talking in chat, Thunderclawed with official time of 134.45. And then Danny 3883 taking 4th with a 136.49. Get those GGs in chat, not just for Feline, but for Danny and Thunder as well. And we'll see if Foolish Feline wants to join us. Alright.
Oh, looks like Grendy got hit by first turn nuke.
Are you happy now, Thunder? And there's the nuclear to back it up, so...
Oh, man.
Thunder reveling in the misery of his fellow racers.
Wow.
As Rubes makes it to the Tia 2 floor. Gonna run from some worms. Heal up. So Grindy catching the bad luck on Lich 2. I'm gonna see if we get Foolish in here. Alright, Rubes onto Chaos Floor, and Grindy looking for Lich 2 Retribution. looks like we're gonna go for. Okay, we're gonna keep the Massa on the knight, protect the knight in the third place. Open with a lock, assuming an invis something or other. Biff swings for an amount of damage. Lock hits, because it does. Fast comes out. Lightning 2 does its thing. White shirt's gonna work. And we're gonna keep going. It's kind of hard to keep up with. We'll stream shame Rubes for when he comes in here. But there's a big hit. 10 hits for 440. Oh, that was against us. Oh. And we're joined by the Noodle Cat himself, GG's Foolish Feline.
GG.
GG, man.
Thank you.
There was a back end issue with SpeedGaming setting you and Fizzle up, so your names went in as your Discord names. So,
Oh no.
Foolish Feline. Talk to me about that seed, man. How'd you feel about it?
Well, that was definitely a seed. Floater. That floater was my nemesis. I imagine that floater is going to be a lot of people's nemesis in this seed because it wasn't in a friendly location whatsoever.
Oh, it was not. And Rube's working on Chaos, and pretty much, and there it is, 10 hits, 287. So Rube's takes down Chaos with an official time of 1:45:31. Get them GGs in chat for Rubes. We'll see if he wants to come in here and talk to us. Or so floater location was a problem. The RN Kylos and Marsh were a problem. What? Give me something that you liked about this seed.
It was really easy. That was nice.
I'm sorry, what was really easy?
Topher wasn't too bad this time around. It can get really easy with this,
Well,
but
I'm
this
sure
time it wasn't.
Grindy.
Maybe I was just really lucky, but I blitzed through that pretty well.
The irony here is that Lich 2 was the
2.
problem.
The gatekeeper, Lich.
Lich 2 with a double nuclear and a nuke blew up Grindy, caught Rubes, the nuclear caught Fizzle. So I think you got the first turn cake. So
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that would do it.
Yeah,
But-
and Kraken also had like 200 HP, so I imagine that you were a little appreciating that.
The Excalibur +5 was nice because then I could stick the moss on a mage, which is always wonderful when you have the opportunity to do that.
yeah, that definitely did seem to be. You had a bit of a smoother fight against Chaos than Fizzle did. I think that's partly because of the Saber spell.
Yeah,
Don't-
Saber was so good there. I second-guessed myself on buying it. I saw it in the shop when I was doing one last check for magic. Left, then thought, maybe I should take this spell after all. Went back in, walked all the way there, grabbed it. Very glad I did because it was so important to beating Chaos at the end there.
And Grindy preparing for this Kraken fight. Little does he know that a stiff breeze will blow this Kraken over. And we're joined by our 6th place finisher, Rubes. GG, man.
Hey, GG everyone.
GG.
I'm waiting for the day that you ask me to not do Tuesday races. So you can get someone else to roll the seed for you.
Well, you know, it could have been worse. I'll take it.
That's the kind of unending optimism that we have at the Center for Competitive Forfeiting. It could have been
That's
worse. Rubes, before we talk about all the nasty stuff in this seed, tell me something that you liked about it.
What did I like? I love the R ankle. Oh wait, you said liked. Well,
Positivity for these post-game interviews.
Well, it was nice that, with the exception of Lich, Topher didn't put up too much of a fight. So that I appreciated. I wasn't comfortable with my levels getting in there, and then I was like, well, everyone's already finishing, so let's give it a shot.
Yeah.
Here we are.
So, speaking of grinds, you took the Gasties, Feline took the Rock Goals, and Fizzle took Worms.
Worms.
Yeah.
Worms is where it was at.
Yeah, the Worms were quad-exable, which was which was pretty remarkable. And apparently that's the same strategy that Cheesenator employed with his black belt. So, explaining his lightning fast finish here. But Grindy taking on Tia 2 here, got the Black Wizard blown up. And trying to break through here with Thor Hammer. Tia didn't really have anything too scary that we saw. I'm imagining she got a first turn punch off on that Black Wizard. But here we go. Oh, there's the tornado.
Yeah, tornado I think was the only thing I saw.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. And 5 hits, 285. And there's a Thunder following it, so White Mage survived, so we're okay. He did take that grind in Topher on the fire, so his Knight probably has at least a spell charge. But we're able to get through. And he's going to go down to Chaos, and he should be okay. We didn't see anything on Chaos that makes me think that Grindy's going to have a hard time with this, but... I did appreciate everybody picking up their Spite Ruby in Canaria. Fizzle didn't, so...
Fizzle did not.
For
Wait,
shame,
what did I not
Fizzle.
get?
The Spite Ruby from the Canaria Lock location.
Oh. No, she's already finished by that point. I had to go.
Ah, man. That's why it's Spite Ruby.
Just so you can say you got everything.
Yeah.
And I was just hoping for 2 more shards, so I could have just fought Lich instead of
Yeah.
Kraken.
That was sort of like the tail of the tape, so to speak, was the 2 shards from Lich was a bit of a difference between you and Grindy and Foolish Feline. As Grindy preps for this Chaos fight, dumping Cure 3s and Viz 2s, Defense Swords. No one on stream found the Power Gauntlet, which makes me think it was probably Keylocked March. I think Grindy did most of Volcano.
Oh yeah, he did.
I don't know if he did it all, but... So...
I was really hoping I was going to find the power bonk at some point. That's why I ended up passing on Saber, because it was like the likelihood of me relying on red mage damage in the end game seems really slim, especially with no like available ruse for that same red mage. So I figured, I'll pick up a power bonk or temper at some point. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Ice 3's popping out. Gets about 100 damage total. Fade comes in. About a little bit more than that. Moss the swing. 9 hits, 9 damage. Gotta start making some adjustments here.
Hey, I know that number.
Gonna keep throwing the locks out. That's not gonna do too much because we're getting as many hits as we're gonna hit. Yeah. So.
He has temper?
I think he did. I think he went back to Crescent Link to pick it up. But he doesn't. So he has pretty big holes in his spell list, so.
No, temper was at on rack, which was why I didn't go get it.
But it was Black Mage learnable in that on-rack slot.
Dang it.
Yeah, that bottom slot on rack is Black Mage learnable. It's the vanilla blind spell. You know, that all-important level 7 black magic. I think this is not necessarily the scariest chaos in the world, but this, I think, with that level 8 nuke, Fade sharing charges with Cure 4, this is a compelling case for, like, Expert in my mind. Like, it gives you, especially with the low level Ice 3, yeah, it's at least something to do a little bit more than chip damage. Because even the instant kills, other than on a zap, were pretty sparse.
Yeah, but if you land X for Ice 3 and Fire 3, you're going to start doing regular damage, which is definitely going to add up fast.
Yeah, like it's still more likely gonna like MDef resist, but it'll change that like 60 damage to like maybe 100, 150. And there's a nuke from Chaos. Oh no! So we got Cure 3. Quad X comes out, so now Chaos breaks out his spell book and says, "Oh yeah, I have this whole other thing I can do that no one else saw." 10 hits, 269 takes it down. Grindy takes it with a 154.57. Good enough for 8th place in the race. Wildham finished in 7th with a 147.52, so get those GGs in chat for Grindy and Wildham. And we still have a couple runners going off stream. J-Man and Shadow Flames are finishing up on their respective streams, so make sure you go and root for them. And we're going to see if Grindy wants to come in here and talk to us. And it looks like he does. Hey, GG's, Grindy.
Thank you.
How's it going, man?
I mean, it's going. I finished this time.
There you go.
That was
So-
a pretty scary fight there.
Yeah. The last minute nuke from Chaos. No one had seen that, so we were...
good. So
yeah.
it's really, really underleveled. That's what I like to hear.
I think it was just a matter of approach. Your levels were about the same, I want to say, with most of our runners. It was not having like level 3 and 4 magic to kind of help balance out.
It was like no magic. It was
Yeah. Grindy, I'm going to ask you a question I asked everybody but Fizzle. Because I already know what Fizzle's favorite thing was about this seed. What was your favorite thing about this seed, man?
Kraken didn't punch me.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I didn't
I've-
like the Lich. He's supposed
No.
to be a doormat.
Yeah, Lich 2 was the real Topher boss tonight. Apparently Thunderclawed off stream saw a massive tilt from Lich 2 as well with the nuked into oblivion.
I mean, I suppose that I did like seeing nuke and double nuclear on Lich, because that meant
Mhm.
nobody else was going to be doing that, but...
Yeah. So I guess Gannon, I've been talking all night, man.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I've been talking to, just not towards the end. But yeah, what do you guys think about these flags in general? You like the crazy boss variants? Like, I think that's the thing that stands out most to me about this flag.
I don't know, I like shard hunts and I like bosses with potentially high health. I guess I don't really like the spell book that I had available to me, but...
I agree. Shard Hunt is fun. I'm just not a big fan of the variance being all the way down to 30 to 300. If it was like 100 to 300, like okay, I can prep for this. 30? I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
I'm gonna agree with that. Kraken went down really fast. I didn't even have to put defense bonks on. I could have just killed him.
So, one other thing that was interesting is when you guys got the canoe early, and then once you guys left the inner sea, you guys kind of all went in different directions. I don't know if anybody wants to talk a little bit about maybe what your thought process was for routing once you got out of the inner sea.
I wanted to avoid bosses until I knew that I just needed them to kind of fill out my shards.
So I did ice before I left the inner sea because I had a feeling that maybe people would be scared away from ice with the semi-garbo magic book, and maybe there'll be something cool in here. It was just the tail, so that was blah. And then once I left, it was, well, I got this rod. I guess I can do Earth Cave. And then after that, it's like, well, I know I'm going to be going to Sky eventually. It's just a question of, like, do I hit Waterfall or Ordeals first? Turns out the answer was both.
I don't even remember what Ordeals gave me.
Free masa, man.
Yeah, you got a mouse.
was,
too.
It was
Oh.
Crystal to Oxyale.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
I just wanted a floater, and it never showed up.
I wanted levels, and I found them in Ordeals.
I found Lightning 3 in Ordeals.
I found that
felt-
too.
I was
With
talking
balls?
to Gan and I were talking about that. I said, "Oh, Rube's Lightning 3 and Zombols." And he's like, "Well, if it's doing a decent amount of damage," I was like, "No, it's coming from the Zombols." So let's talk about the sea, not the sea shrine, but the open ocean. Raise your hand if you saw Nuke.
Oh,
Oh,
I didn't see
no.
that.
I did
Oh
not.
yes,
I
eyes
thought
had
sharks
nuke,
was poison.
or not eyes.
Yeah, the sharks had
Sea
poison
lions.
damage.
And sharks had poison. Yes, it was not a
Mm.
fun sea.
Who had the nukes?
the
Odd
odd
eyes.
eyes?
Oh
And
my
the
gosh.
Kaizoku's had something nasty
Yeah,
too.
they had
I think
Oh
rub.
yeah, they
Those
had
had
rub,
rub.
I think,
Yeah, they had
something
rub.
like that.
Wow, all I ever saw was like sharks and sahags. Like,
Yeah, same here. I did
So
see
did-
odd eyes, but I didn't see any. I got out before anything happened.
yeah.
I wasn't really paying attention to the overworld encounter tables. Were any of you like manipulating? Was there like a good run at all? These flags don't have the highest encounter rate, but I find that it's like it still can be pretty dumb.
There was a good run, but I don't think it was close to start, unless I'm misremembering.
I think it was a ways in. I know I
Yeah.
just kind of took it whenever it showed up, but didn't really try to manipulate my way into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a
I tried
decent
to
run between
manipulate
encounters, between encounters 2 and 4 or so. So like after the second encounter, decent run. But then if you tent it up at the right place or whatever, you could skip that next encounter and then you'd be able to go pretty far. So it wasn't terrible.
I
Nice.
did one
Well,
hard reset on C, and I instantly regretted that decision.
I guess we can pass the mic around, get final thoughts, and give SpeedGaming their channel back. It's after midnight here on the East Coast, so Fizzle, our first place finisher on stream. Final thoughts, man.
If you always bet on Sky, you'll never be disappointed.
Our second place finisher on stream, Foolish Feline. Give us your final thoughts, man.
Always use Quake on Lich 2.
I'd argue that Zap is a good alternative too. Our third place finisher on stream, Rubes. What are your final thoughts, man?
It was a lot of fun, and thanks for commentating, GGW and Caleb, and thanks to all the the restreamers and trackers and SpeedGaming. I'm glad we could put on a nice show.
And Grindy, your final thoughts, man?
Sky Trap Tile had instant death. I didn't like it.
But as for me, Gannon, I'll let you take us home, but just give a quick shout out to Rojo and Luffy for doing the tracking behind the scenes for us. Thank you guys so much. Gannon, you can bring us home, man.
Yeah, GG's to everybody. and looking forward to the next race, which is next week 3 race. It's on Thursday. Do you remember what time it is?
It'll
Caleb?
be 9 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, I think it's 9 Eastern. So yeah, thanks for watching.